Over the end line. On first down, it's Watson. And his first look is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, black 22! Black 22!
Throwing again is Watson. Underneath for Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought, his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Walker with a grab, left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. First down, Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Covington in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Mariota flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Henry. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, Quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mariota to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Black 22! Reset, black 22!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. And incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Black 22! Black 22! Come back!
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Richmond! Black 22! Black 22!
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
From the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They'll give it to him up the middle. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He hits blue, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Green, the line. Green, the line. Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And Walker has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can walk?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The final shot before the break. Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be taken about the 12. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Mariota hands to Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mariota. He may try and run for it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Griffin. And he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watson on first down. Underneath for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Watson looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back 22! Target!
To the air yet again, Watson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A first down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mariota on first down. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll be fourth down. Fourth down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Mariota to throw it. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play. Mariota to Davis. 44 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Mariota. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Watson going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. After the run, Watson going to throw, eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Black 39, Philly. Down. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Black 22! Black 22! Jet! 2 jet!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Come back, come back. Black 22. Black 22. Reset.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Green the line. Tiger.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Benny Logan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll look to throw. Deshaun Watson, that's his first touchdown pass since October 29th of last year. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they did what they needed to do. They split their first two road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.